This side of the room over here, you've got page 14, you've got scenario 1. All right? This side over here, you've got scenario 2. And what I'd like you to do is, operating as teams now, meaning everybody at your table, what I'd like you to do, and I'm going to give you 20 minutes to do it. What should you do to address this problem? What are the 3 most important actions you can take? What are the 3 most important things you should say? And then, just time permitting, just one worst case question. What's the nastiest question you think that you could be asked, and what would be your answer to it?
Get them all written down. The first one would be the concern for the safety of the public, that they should stay inside, monitor the radio and television, and that we are working with the local health department to assess the safety.
Yes.
Action number 1, we would, and it's similar to what they had before, direct CE to help us determine the contents of the smoke and what munitions were involved. In other words, so we can determine what kind of health hazards.
Okay.
And obviously initiate a safety investigation.
Okay, good. All right.
Okay.
And messages?
Key message number 1. Confirm that an explosion did happen, but it does not involve nuclear equipment. It's not a terrorist attack. It was an accident.
But let me ask you something. Are you just taking liberties with the scenario and just assuming that it's not nuclear?
Yes, we are taking liberties with the scenario.
Then if it were nuclear, not to put you on the spot or anything, but if it were nuclear, what would you say?
Well, if it did involve nuclear, I tell them you're going to have to talk to somebody in Washington, D.C., and you're also going to have to get somebody like Bill O'Reilly to ask you questions.
Okay, I got you.
Well, the question we had is from a reporter, are you not letting the fire department, the civilian fire department, on the base because you're trying to hide something like a nuclear accident?
And the answer is?
No.
For the action response, our response was very similar, except for the fact that we broke our response into an internal response, on-base response, and then an external response, specifically sending out our environmental engineers with their air monitoring equipment in the direction of the wind to the local community, and also taking the proactive step of scheduling a press conference to try to get out in front of this, as opposed to waiting till the news media contacted us. And the response would be basically the same as for the fissionable material, that if that information came to light, we would provide that information immediately.
Now you've got a constructive message, and you're also talking about your past record, which is good. So it's a good job. Good hand for everybody. Really good.